Well, hello there, and welcome to Sticky Boundary Scenarios and What to Say, this little video series. This is video 2, where we're going to handle what you can actually say to someone who is spontaneously giving you advice, right? The auto advice givers, when you don't want advice, you didn't ask for advice. And we know these people in our lives. Listen, a lot of times we love these people in our lives, but it can be very frustrating to be talking to someone where what you want to be is witnessed and heard. And what they're doing, they're barely letting it leave your mouth before they're like, I know exactly what you should do. You're like, how about just listen to me? So there's a couple of ways that we can approach this. The first one is when you know someone is an auto advice giver, you can set them up to succeed by prefacing the conversation with, I have a situation I want to share with you, but I'm not seeking advice or your opinion at this moment. Can you please just listen with compassion? Right? So now that is setting them up for success, because so much of the time they're uncomfortable with you having a problem. So they're trying to fix your problem so they will be less uncomfortable. And it doesn't mean they're not doing it from love as well. But if that's not what you need, it doesn't feel loving when you're on the receiving end of it. Or you can say, I want to share what's going on for me and ask that you simply listen with compassion without offering advice or criticism. I would really appreciate that. So that's 2 scenarios if you want to set them up ahead of time. If you forget, let's say, or you don't have time to preface the conversation, and you're in the middle of the conversation, and the person is basically giving advice, which is exactly what you don't want them to do, you can say, please let me stop you there, Bob. I should have told you that right now I'm not open for or looking for feedback or input. I just wanted to share what was happening for me. I would love it if you could just hold space for me to figure it out, since really I'm the only one who can. Now, I know that was long as hell. You don't have to say all of that, but I wanted to give you a couple of ideas of things that you could say in the moment. And in the moment, one other thing that you could say is, oh, hey, hold up one sec. I'm not actually seeking input in the way of advice right now, but I would love for you to be supportive of where I am. Just knowing that you care, that I'm in conflict or that I'm stressed out really does help. Thank you. So again, we're being appreciative, but we're stopping them from doing the thing, and that is drawing a boundary, the thing that you really don't want them to do. It's also very loving, because the people who love us, I don't think they want to make more stress. I think they want to help and make us feel better, right? But we need to tell them if what they're doing is not making us feel better. That's what Talking True is all about. So in Boundary Boss book itself, which you can order right now at boundarybossbook.com, there is an entire chapter on scenarios, basically like, say this, not that. Because so much of the time, the things we want to say, not only will it not establish a healthy boundary, most of the time we're reacting, and a lot of times we're saying things out of anger because we are waiting too long to establish the boundary. So I want to know what you think about auto advice givers. I wonder if you are an auto advice giver. Let me know in the comments.